This week on commandN, 3D HD in the living room, Star Wars weather, and short URLs. Welcome to episode 202 of commandN. I'm Amber.
And I'm Jeff.
And we are in downtown Halifax.
Yeah, well, actually on Quinpool Road here on the peninsula. It's nice and snowy here, looking kind of festive.
Kind of festive, except for the dirt that's coming out. Hopefully it will snow again.
A little bit of melting dirt always takes away the luster of that nice snow.
It's just wrong, Jeff. All right, let's get right into it and talk about the tech headlines of the week. Our headlines this holiday week are sponsored by our good friends over at GoDaddy.com. To get a domain name for just $7.49, all you have to do is enter the promo code COMM749. That's COMM749. And there are lots of other promo codes that you can check out online at commandN.tv/GoDaddy. So thanks for your support.
So I thought we'd start off with a little bit of a holiday tech story. The new Barnes & Noble's Nook readers coming out. I'm a big fan of e-readers. But there's been some production delays. There's been stories around this, people worried about getting it for Christmas. And Barnes & Noble has just said that if you've ordered your Nook before November 20th, I think it is, then if you don't get it by Christmas Eve, they'll give you a $100 discount.
Ooh, a little holiday gift.
Absolutely, that's just great. And it's they say most people should get them for then, but if you're disappointed on Christmas morning, you can at least be happy that you bought it for almost half price.
Yeah, that's a pretty sweet deal. Now, one of the biggest movies for the holidays is Avatar. Everybody's talking about it online and offline. If you're one of those people who gets headaches when you're watching a 3D movie, there is a cure. I found this interesting blog post where they talk about how you can avoid getting these headaches by focusing on the action within the movie instead of focusing on the blurry parts in the background. So this is helpful. Again, it's just a small percentage of people who do get headaches, but you don't want to ruin the movie.
This is Orland!
Another good 3D aspect that's coming out now is the Blu-ray Disc Association has finally approved the high-definition 3D format based on H.264, and they've done it so that two good things. One, the actual player doesn't have to, it just sends out two pictures, the stereoscopic images, to your television and lets your television figure out how it displays it. So if you're different types of glasses, you don't have to worry about those sort of things. And it's downwards compatible, so if you only have a 2D player, you just put the same disc in and it just fires one of them up, so that's pretty cool.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to switch a little bit from technology to more of a love story, but there is a tech twist here. If you're familiar with Foursquare, which is an application that allows you to check in at certain locations and find out if your friends are nearby, there is a couple in North Carolina who went out to dinner together, and then they both went on their mobile phones and they were checking in at that particular bar, and then it turns out the guy said on his little check-in status, he said, "I'm about to propose." And that is the way that he proposed to his girlfriend and now fiance. So a very
cool.
nice story to wrap up 2009. And Foursquare has been a big hit this year, so it's nice to have a little love story part of it.
Absolutely, that's nice. It shows you the human side of all this stuff, you know? Now, Ford Sync, they've gotten some attention with it's basically an add-on to the Ford vehicles where you can do things like hands-free calling, music search, directions, all that. They've just added into it Wi-Fi capability so that if you've got USB broadband modem plugged into your car will make a little hotspot so that everyone in your car can surf wirelessly, which is a neat advance. I think Chrysler has already done something like that, but it's just another sort of tech tweak to go into these cars, and I'm a little worried about people surfing the web while they're driving. But
all you need to do is listen to Leo Laporte talk about Ford Sync, and he is a huge fan, absolutely loves it. So I still have to try it out one of these days. Now, there is a band out there called the Kleptones, and they're very famous online for doing remixes or mashups. They're taking a bunch of different content, mashing it up together and creating songs. Now, they've done some famous songs such as remixes using some Yoshimi battles the Pink Robots and other songs by the Flaming Lips. Well, now they're coming out with a new album which will be released in the new year, January 1st, so people who are fans of their mashups can finally get a hold of their new album.
Very cool.
Because I knew I get a kiss, always got mad when
site picks of the week. Jeff, what's up?
I'm going to talk about Bitly. Bitly, you may know about it. It's kind of like tinyURL. It's a URL shortener, except it's got a whole bunch of other features. So if you can just use it as a straight up URL shortener, go to the site, you don't need to sign up for anything. But if you do sign up for an account there, which is easy enough to get, it will actually track the number of clicks that your link has had, where the referrers are from on sort of a broad scale, and so the shortened link you get is unique for you. It doesn't get reused if you're signed in. And you can see through your entire link history. It's got some Twitter integration. And very, very cool. Liking it a lot.
I'm seeing a lot of people use it on Twitter. They've been using it for a while now. I haven't used it because I'm stuck on tinyURL because I've been using it for so many years, but I think I have to shift my habits a little bit. Now, if you're a big fan of the weather and you love Star Wars, you're going to love this site. It's a place where you can go and you can get the weather in your location, but with a bit of a Star Wars twist. It's Tom Scott's weather site, or Star Wars weather site. So you go there, you enter your location like Toronto, Canada, you find out what the weather is, for example, but you get it with, say, some references to Star Wars.
Yeah, so if it's freezing out, it's like, oh, it's cold as Hoth outside, or crawl into the belly of a tauntaun, I think you had.
I love it. Yeah, that's on a few of them. So it makes you want to explore weather, different locations. You know what? It's about time someone mixed it up a little bit with weather sites. They're so boring.
May as well give you a little bit of perspective. I mean, for me, 16 degrees is just a number, but if you tell me it's like, you know, being under a tree in the forest planet of Yavin.
Or it's time to cuddle with an Ewok. I mean, we could go on forever.
Amber, it's always time to cuddle with an Ewok.
Okay, on that note, let's wrap it up. Anyway, thanks for watching. As always, you can check us out online at commandN.tv. Leave us a comment. We're always in there.
Yep.
And
happy holidays.
Yeah, happy holidays.